What's going on, everyone? Bran here from Bloody Breakdown, and today I wanted to have a little discussion with you all about the upcoming Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot coming to Netflix in February of 2022. So if you've paid any attention to anything I've had to say about this film upcoming here on YouTube or on my Twitter, you'll notice that I've been really optimistic about it. I've been saying things along the lines of, hey, this is a great franchise that's had some really incredible entries. You're talking about Leatherface, one of arguably on the Mount Rushmore of slasher horror villains. And I've just been saying that I really felt like this new film needed to knock the ball out of the park. With the last two entries being Texas Chainsaw 3D and Leatherface, I think myself and a lot of other horror fans that I've spoken to really felt like those two entries left a lot to be desired. That being said, I really, really had hoped that this new one would be at least decent. So when some stills came out yesterday at the time of me recording this, one of Leatherface's silhouette and another cast photo of looked to be our main central cast of characters. No red flags there. Looked like your typical promotion stills. Everything looked fine to me. And then some interviews started going out, talking about the direction of these, the cast, the characters rather in the film, and Leatherface himself. That Leatherface had remained quiet since the original. Since we're doing this yet again, by the way, that this film is a direct sequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even though they did that just years ago with Texas Chainsaw 3D. We're doing it again because it worked with Halloween, I suppose. But now Leatherface has been laying low, and that, he's been trying to be a good person. Which, I mean, I could understand the arguments for being like, hey, that's something different, that's unique, maybe this will pan out and be good. I don't see that being the case. Hey, I'd love to be wrong here. And that the supposed protagonists of this shindig here are wealthy children, I guess teenagers, who, from what I'm hearing, buy a town and evict everyone who lives there. And I guess at this point, I'm cheering for Leatherface if he's gonna go and take out these little assholes who buy a town and kick everyone out of their houses and homes. At that point, if that's what triggers Leatherface to start the killing, why am I disagreeing with Leatherface at this point in time? I don't know. It sounds red flags. Red flags. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, after reading that interview, after seeing those couple of promotional stills, a short teaser trailer more than anything, clocking in at 1 minute and 13 seconds, was unveiled today. Very minimalist teaser trailer. I can't really say that looking at this I can really decipher whether this is going to be something worth your time or not. But what I will say is that if what I heard from this interview is correct, I gotta say I'm already at the point to kind of bang the gavel and say this movie's it's going to be yet another bad installment, and it could very well be the end of this franchise. Let's be honest. I would hate for it to get to a point like it did with Hellraiser for a long time, where every time a sequel comes out, you can guarantee that it's going to suck. You watch it anyway, as we horror fans do, and maybe there are a couple of glimmers of hope in the film. A couple of good things happen here or there that, you try to defend. But I gotta say, man, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm starting to think that this may be yet another shitty sequel in a franchise that really deserves better. Like, at the end of the day, I think this is more or less me ranting and venting about the fact that this franchise, I said earlier, Leatherface is like on that Mount Rushmore of slasher villains, slasher icons. I say arguably, but I mean, being realistic, I think he probably deserves to be there. So it's very unfortunate to have so many examples of just not good films in this franchise. Now, I'm sure you could make the argument that there are duds in some of these other franchises, but man, are there as many as there are in the Texas Chainsaw franchise. Hey, you know what? I guess they can always rely on the fact that they had a damn good remake, and I don't think anyone can really take that away from them. They're one of the few that have a remake that, honestly, at the end of the day, I think most people actually kind of enjoyed. So they can always kind of rest on those laurels, but I gotta tell you, man, it is not looking good. So, you know, what do you all think about this? I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this teaser trailer, or these images, or even read these interviews where things are said and I made sounds, not pleasurable ones, sounds of distress. Yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below about this stuff, because I gotta tell you, I'm rooting for this film to do great. You know, I know it's Netflix, whatever, February 18th of next year. I'm rooting for this film to do well, to be a good film, to be something that would be beneficial to the franchise, to maybe pick it up out of the doldrums that it's been in for around a decade at this point in time. But I gotta say, based on everything that I'm seeing, I don't think that this is gonna be the film to really do it, and it's very distressing. So like I said, leave me your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. Maybe, you know what, I'll say, you know, if you see something in this film that maybe I'm missing, a big positive, feel free. Tell me I'm an idiot in the comments section. I'd love to see or hear about something I'm missing. But at this point in time, this juncture, I gotta say, it's not looking good in my opinion for this movie. But yeah, other than that, you guys know the drill. Give it a like if you did indeed like it. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already, if you dig what I do here at Bloody Breakdown. And if you're really enjoying what we're doing here, consider becoming a member by pressing that join button. And yeah, with that said, I'm Bran from Bloody Breakdown. Fingers are very crossed, extremely hard, very tight, hoping that this next Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the one that can give us something that we've been waiting for quite some time now. Anyways, we'll catch you next time, people.